So, as you can see, I am totally playing a legitimate, unmodified version of Super Mario 64, Blindfolded. And yeah, this is a totally legit blindfolded run. You can tell because my blindfold is already on. Can't see at all. If you think you see my eyes, it is because I am so superhuman and I'm moving so fast. I'm already done with this run. Yeah, already done with this run. However, I feel like that I'm going to have to slow this footage down as I explain it in super speed. So as you can see, I clearly can't see at all, and I'm going to do muscle memories. This here is a totally legitimate controller made by Nintendo that you just don't know about because it was like super exclusive to like workers of Nintendo. This is not some kind of like device that you can just like do stuff on. So here's the run as it's starting, and I'm explaining my run as it's already started, and you see my hands right here. I'm totally not faking the speed run whatsoever. So right there you see the moon from Majora's Mask because I've already entered super special inputs that have triggered some different textures and models of the characters. It's a code that you don't know about because unlike you, I've worked at Nintendo, so I totally know this stuff. And you're about to see as I play as a super secret character that you didn't know about, and it's not Luigi. See, this character right here that you're about to see jump out of there, it's none other than Vector from Despicable Me. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, on unmodified hardware, how is this character from a movie that didn't come out until about 20 years after this game is somehow on my screen? Well, that's because they were planning this movie for a long time, and that secret L is real is actually V is real. So what you are about to see right now is pure muscle memory. That is why I am continuously going to talk through my totally legitimate blindfolded speedrun of Mario 64. That's right, Mario 64. Not anything else. It's completely unmodified, and this controller is totally not a portable Windows PC made by Asus at all. I don't know if that's legal or not, and I feel like I shouldn't have to specify whether it's legal or not, because truth be told, this is totally legitimate on legitimate hardware, so I don't really know why I'm explaining this to you right now, or why I'm continuously aiming my head towards the camera while I'm blindfolded. I have no reason to look straight into the camera when I'm totally legitimately blindfolded, but yeah, that is what is happening, like, right now. And right here you see as my super sweet, like, inputs have triggered the wing cap. So as you can see, this cape right here, this flight suit even, this is purely special effects and totally legitimate. Like, it's just like tons and tons of special effects. Even Vector here, it's special effects, and even the fact that you think you see my eyes, even though you don't, and I'm totally not legitimately looking in there, it's all special effects and, like, muscle memory and smoke and mirrors to make this as entertaining as possible. I cannot wait to be covered in a summoning salt video, because that's going to be amazing, and that long jump that I just did into the wall, that was completely planned. That was completely planned for special effects and muscle memory and style. So right now I have my first star, and you're about to see as I totally do more legitimate methods for blindfolds, as I jump over these fences that I should be, like, totally walking into to figure out where the hell I'm at. And the fact that I definitely should not be talking at all for sound cues. You know what I should do? With one hand, I'm going to open this Coca-Cola blindfolded to show how good my muscle memory is. That was perfect Coca-Cola, and now with muscle memory, I'm standing still in this part of the lobby where I'm supposed to be entering Peach's slide. Yeah, so now I'm entering Peach's slide, and that right there where I ran into the wall and failed to jump into the painting, that was all perfectly as planned for the most perfect, legitimate, blindfolded speedrun possible. And now you're about to see as I jump off this slide. If I fail, it was planned. If I don't fail, it was also planned. And right there, that was definitely, totally, completely planned from the start. My totally legitimate speedrun of unmodified Mario 64 hardware. I'm like way above the skill level, and I'm serious. I can't wait for Summoning Salt to like cover this video and tell me like everything I fucking did right as the super sweet starts playing as it shows off like my super sweet world record of Mario 64 16-star blindfolded runs. This time, it's going to be exactly the same. But if I die, again, it's like as planned, like that, right there, where I failed to do the dive move, right there, and I'm looking directly at the camera with my blindfold on, as I'm telling you. And that right there was completely planned. I'm totally not hiding the fact that I just suck at doing shit like that, especially when I'm being really fucking talkative right now, and me failing to get right back into Peach's slide like that. Muscle memory, my muscle memory just loves failing a bit for just, you know, the stuff. And that right there, where I almost died again, that was also completely planned with muscle memory and style. Don't forget the style, or the special effects, the tons and tons of special effects. Everything here is like special effects. I just have so much skills, and I'm telling you guys like so much lore about my totally legitimate blindfolded run as I'm continuously fucking talking. It's been like nearly 7 minutes now. I'm totally on like the pace that I need to be on to get this totally legitimate world record of mine. And here I'm activating my super awesome wing cap again because that's just how I am. That's just how I am. And even though you don't see the wing cap at all, I can just permanently activate it for Vector from Despicable Me, the totally legitimate S-tier character that you can legitimately unlock in Super Mario 64. And that right there, where I slide instead of doing my kicks up the hill, as most speedrunners do, complete muscle memory. Complete muscle memory. Complete muscle memory. Please, please give me money as I'm showing you my totally legitimate methods of Super Mario 64. My muscle memory, you know? My muscle memory is just that fucking good. So now, you're about to see as I run behind the Monopoly Man. See, Vector has a thing against people who play Monopoly because he needs all the money for himself so that he can trigger his squid launchers. Every time he, like, shoots the squid launcher, it costs him, like, $2 billion that his dad, who's totally voiced by Kevin Conroy, don't quote me on that, I'm not sure if that's legitimate, has to end up paying for it. So right now, you're seeing as my super sweet, particular set of skills that I have acquired over a very long, yet very brand new career has helped me achieve this 4th star on my pace for 16 stars for Blindfolded. So as you can see, I am totally on pace. I am like a 4th way there. And so now, I'm going to race Koopa the Quick. I don't know if that's really a good one to be running, especially because you have to wait after you get at the top of the hill, but you know what? My muscle memory says that this is totally the best star to go for, especially blindfolded. So that's what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. I have challenged Koopa the Quick, and now I'm about to owe my very last, yet very millionth, yeah. I'm going to do my totally legitimate wall kicks up the hill again on my, like, very 5th try with muscle memory. But you see, my muscle memory has decided to, like, override my lack of skills for that very last round, my very particular set of skills, and it just decided that it was going to, like, be even better than usual, because I'm still on that level of, like, superhuman, like Scarlet Johansson's Lucy kind of superhuman, to get this very 5th star that I'm going to be waiting for with Koopa the Quick. And now watch as I scratch my ear and completely take my hand off of the controller, and I completely talk and could very totally legitimately ruin the run just by, like, not knowing where I'm at and not knowing where Koopa the Quick is, especially after finishing that quick with my super duper awesome muscle memory. And as you can see, as I'm still talking and everything, I'm doing an amazing, fantastic fucking job at doing this run. And now I'm talking to Koopa the Quick very flawlessly. I totally cannot see at all. I am going to go grab the penguin, even though I just said that I was going to do this slide, and my muscle memory can totally just flip like that, because that's how great my muscle memory is. So now, you're going to see, as I perfectly already know exactly where the mama penguin is going to be as I commit this method. And now, she's talking to me, and watch as I just perfectly let my muscle memory take me directly to the star with no problem. That right there, complete muscle memory. And I totally know where I'm at right now because I can't see the screen at all. And I'm playing on totally unmodified hardware as I'm showing off this completely legitimate vector mode that you can just play. This is like supersonic mode in like the remaster of Sonic and Knuckles. And my muscle memory is not good enough to really know the shortcut where you jump off this slide. So I'm going to show you the completely different mode that I totally know of where I'm at, and especially exactly where to turn, despite there being a video of me and Trey not knowing where to go, blindfolded in this situation. So right here, you see as my very particular set of unseeing skills, I have no sight at all, just takes me completely down that slide with no issue. And now you're going to see as my muscle memory takes me directly to that fucking star. You're either laughing your ass off right now because of how totally legitimate this is and finding out how superhuman I am, or you're fucking annoyed with how much I'm fucking talking, but I just like really fucking talking. Because I'm about to like go to the dollar store after this and just like get the squid launcher. Because Dollar General totally sells squid launchers, and it's the lightsaber versions too. So that's exactly what I'm going to get. I'm going to get squid launcher, and then I'm going to yell, "Oh yeah!" as I'm fucking done. So like right here, as you can see, I perfectly got that without seeing at all, and you can hear him as he's going, "Oh yeah," again. So now I got all of the stars that I'm willing to get at the Winterland. So now I pressed save and continue. Now I'm going to go to Womp's Fortress and show you how fucking awesome I am at muscle memory in Womp's Fortress, the absolute nightmare of most speedruns blindfolded. As you can see, I'm totally on pace, almost at 15 minutes right now. Almost at 15 minutes right now. I'm blindfolded. I'm like totally blindfolded and playing on like completely legitimate hardware. So you're about to see as my very particular set of skills just takes me across, and that death right there, that was completely on purpose. This is perfectly fine. I can hear Goombas right now, even though there's no Goombas here. Alright, and this right here, just knowing exactly when he's about to like do stuff. Like that, and missing over and over and over again, as I totally cannot see my screen at all because I'm looking downwards for one, and this is a controller with no screen, right? With no screen. So yeah, not at all, not at all illegitimate. This is totally unmodified hardware, and I'm blindfolded. I can't see. Bullet bills are actually in the official game, and Nick and I were talking about this yesterday when we were playing the online version, because we didn't think they were in the official version, and right there it shows that they're totally in it, and my muscle memory and my sound cues just know what a bonsai bill sounds like. So yeah, this is totally legitimate. Nothing contradictory at all that makes you think that I can totally see my screen right now. Totally muscle memory right here as it goes into circles and kind of works against me, because my muscle memory just tells me that it's probably going in circles right now. And right there, I just knew where the star was, and Vector screaming, "Oh yeah," that's also part of my muscle memory. So of course I have no reason to activate the wing cap, because as Vector committing crimes with both direction and magnitude, I don't need the wing cap, because I've already got my special effects that are my flight suit. So as you can see right now, I'm about to go to the water stage that's like really high up here, and totally unnecessary because there are faster stars to get, but you know, my muscle memory says I can totally get these. And as you can see, his flight suit also shows up in this right here. So like, this is totally, completely legitimate on unmodified hardware. Unmodified software even. This is a completely unmodified version of Super Mario 64. But you know what? I think just to be humble and show the blindfolded runners that it's fair game, I'm going to submit it as a non-blindfolded run on speedrun.com and Speed Demos Archive. That's totally what I'm going to do as I show off my totally awesome muscle memory. And so now watch as I know exactly where my next star is going to be. And that right there, where I fell down that hill. Normally that would be hell for normal blindfolded runners, but my muscle memory is just really freaking great. And running off that edge like that, totally planned. Totally planned. I'm Vector. See that? I heard that Goomba. I definitely heard that Goomba right there. I just know where I'm at. And where I slide down that, like that, I'm totally doing that as planned. Every time I slide down that, and as I'm going back up, and as I'm going to attempt that again, despite the fact that it's totally failing, like that, this is completely as planned. Completely as planned. And my muscle memory says, finally, that I just need to, like, get those stairs and then activate my flight suit. For the sake of activating my flight suit. And this right here, that there is Bruiser, not Bowser. See, this Vector skin also, like, lets you know about the upcoming Despicable Me movie coming out from 20 years from the 90s. And here you can see as I'm doing the throws, it's totally based on where my camera is and where it is on the thumbstick. Like that. As he screams, "Take that," on unmodified hardware. This is totally legitimate. You can totally unlock this by legitimate means. Alright, and now I'm going to know exactly where every single red coin is. Especially with, like, when I fell into lava right there. It's part of the plan. It's always part of the plan. Especially that second time that you are about to see. See that? I just oh-ya'd Lethal Lava Land. See that? All of that I did is just muscle memory. I'm playing like I can see, but I can't. Because I'm totally legitimate. I'm a very trustworthy person in how I do this. Yeah, that right there. Can't wait for Summoning Salt to make a video on this. That right there was totally planned for dramatic effect. I'm just on a whole new level of superhuman. Whole new level of superhuman. Now, when you see me chase after Mips, it's going to be totally sucky, but on purpose. Especially if I end up, like, dropping into the sand land. Like that. And that right there, truth be told, that's the fastest I've ever picked him up when seeing. But I did it without seeing. And that, where I collected the star, where I collected the star even though I wasn't supposed to do that, that's also just part of the run, muscle memory, where I completely fucked the run. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It'll still be considered a 16-star run. And this part where I don't know where the actual fucking door is, that's just part of the fun. That's part of blindfolded speedrunning altogether. And that, where I did that on my first try and just knew where it was going to be. And now, you're going to see as I continuously jump over here and do even more legitimate tricks. Like this. Blindfolded. And right there, I just booyah'd Bowser's sub. And this is now a 17-star run that's going to be submitted as a 16-star run. Because it's totally legitimate. And that right there, where I just completely died, that was on purpose. That was on purpose. Completely part of my muscle memory. And right now you're about to see him get completely vectored. As I'm continuously doing this and talking. Like that. Yeah. And that part where it just had a very delayed "I am dead" text box. That was also part of the plan and my muscle memory. This is completely working as planned. See, Gru says "I am dead," which makes a speed run a lot faster. So yeah, it decided to cancel out my totally legitimate speed run by doing that. So yeah. And this is the part where, like, I totally forget about how things work with that door, so I just go back in and press exit course. But I do that with muscle memory. With muscle memory. Don't forget, it's with muscle memory and totally legitimate blindfolded methods. Especially the fact that I'm about to hit 40 fucking minutes. That is also part of the run. And that's where I successfully did it after the 15th try. With muscle memory. With muscle memory. And here's where I'm, like, secretly thanking fucking God with muscle memory. And this right here is where I totally push my blindfolded skills. Come on. Come on. Oh, and that where I died after all of that trouble was totally as planned with muscle memory. Boom. And right there, all of that muscle memory, all of those totally legitimate sound cues, especially the "I am dead" at the end, 53 minutes. That would be pathetic if I can see, but I can't see. So here, we're about to see as I just perfectly get to that star, and Vector is about to actually legitimately, oh, his last, yeah, but that wasn't it. He's flying off in his flight suit, and with muscle memory, I will once again drink my Coke. And see, right here, because of the lore, Vector is finally about to successfully steal the moon. And now I'm polishing off my controller blindfolded. And the minions, I'm also taking the minions. Because I have successfully defeated Bruiser 3 times. See right there, Peach Moon meant to say Vector. Because it's part of the plan. And right there, the moon just wants to see his stomach on his warm-up suit. And right there, Vector. And so now I'm totally legitimately taking the blindfold off. As you saw, my totally legitimate run. And my hair is like totally fucking amazing after all of that. After all of that, now the birds are flying off because they're just so happy that they can live in a Gru-free world after Vector has successfully stolen the moon.